Okay, so sorry for the interruption. We had a problem with the audio. So as we're going to start with the cuisine right now, the dish right now, we are making some paprika cheesy gnocchis. So to start with, we will have some mashed potatoes. के लिए we will use some starchy potatoes. We will wash the potatoes nicely. After washing it, we will put it for boiling. So I've already put some potatoes for boiling. So the potatoes, you'll have to add little salt while boiling the potatoes. Yeah. And you will have to use your knife to make sure that the potatoes are boiled. If the knife is passing through the potatoes, that means the potatoes are nicely done. It is already nicely boiled. So since I put the potatoes to boil, it will take around 15 to 20 minutes to boil the starchy potatoes. You will have to switch off the gas after the potato is boiled. And you will have to drain off the water completely. And you have to keep the potatoes to cool down. In the meantime, what we can do is, to make the sauce, you will have to have nice cloves of garlic, which is peeled garlic. You can get peeled garlic or you can peel the garlic at home. You will have to chop the garlic finely. So what I mainly do is I smash the garlic. And I chop it like this, finely. We can use 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. Which is finely chopped. So we have a nice finely chopped garlic with us now, which we will put it aside. Yeah, so this is the nice finely chopped garlic. We'll put it aside. Now what we can do is, the potatoes should be naturally cooled. It should not be put in a hot water because in a cold water, because there is something called as carryover cooking. So if we put it under the cold water, what will happen is, the inside, the carryover cooking will stop and the skin will stick to the surface, and it will be very difficult to peel off. So we have to peel off the potato when it is not completely cold. It has to be little hot rather than calling it warm. So what we will do is, we will start peeling the potatoes when it is little hot. So it is so easy to peel off a potato when it is hot. So yes, you will feel little bit of a heat in your hand. It will be a little uncomfortable, but not that much. So you can, just scrape off the skin of the peeled potatoes. Wow, it's actually very hot. But you need it to be hot because it mashes very easily when it is hot, So we will scrape off the potatoes. We'll remove the black eyes, if any. So whatever black eyes we have, we will remove it off. So we are going to make only about a portion of gnocchis today. So medium 2 potatoes, or if you want to put it in grams, then around 150 grams of potatoes will be good enough. Oh, it was really very hot. Okay, So we have nice potatoes which are which are peeled. Now what we will do is we will grate it in a nice clean bowl. So we'll start grating it. With a nice small edged grater, so you get nice texture. Don't worry about the lumps, because later on when we are mashing it, the lumps will anyways go off. With a round ladle, you can then start mashing the potatoes after you have peeled it nicely. And if you have grated it, and if there are still some lumps remaining, and if there is any hard substance or the potato from inside the core is not cooked, don't worry about it. You can just use the boiled part, which you can mash it with your ladle. You have to use your hand, so you will have to always keep your hands clean while handling food. Okay, so here is the mashed potatoes what you have. Yeah, so say about we have got around, after peeling and after boiling, we have around 100 grams of mashed potatoes, in which you will be adding 2 teaspoons of refined flour. Yeah, so added 2 teaspoons of refined flour in this, and you will kind of make a dough. So what usually the Italians do is they add a little bit of a egg yolk into the dough to make it little richer, but we will not use egg yolk for who are vegetarian. So instead of egg yolk, we can use little bit of a semolina, that is suji. So maybe a half teaspoon of semolina in it. You'll have to add little salt. You'll have to add little bit of pepper powder. And you will make a nice dough out of it. So you've got a nice soft gnocchi dough. So you can in fact add many kinds of herbs in this. You can add flavors, you can add seeds, you can have lot of things like a pumpkin seed. You can even add little bit of chia seeds in this. You can add fresh herbs, you can add dried herbs. So it is up to your imagination whatever you want to add in this. I'm just making a traditional plain gnocchi without any additions or any spices in this. So we will allow the dough to rest for some time. Now we will have to blanch the dough, the gnocchi. For blanching the gnocchis, you need to boil the water. So you take any deep pan in which you can, the gnocchi soaks inside the water. It has to be inside the water. You will have to add little salt, and you will have to add little cooking oil. Cooking oil, why? Because this is starch, and starch tend to stick to each other, so we don't want it to stick to each other. It is a kind of a pasta. So if you know that while boiling a pasta, we always tend to add little bit of a salt and little bit of a oil or fat to it, because it should not get stuck to each other, because it might at some time become really starchy, and if it gets overcooked, it sticks to each other. They're very difficult to handle. So till the time we boil the water, we can start with our sauce, prep of our sauce. For the prep of our sauce, see, for the paprika sauce, essentially we would require a yellow capsicum and a red capsicum, because it gives us a nice peppery taste, which people like, and it is very easily available everywhere in all the supermarkets or in the in the vegetable markets. So we will use a slice of red pepper. We'll cut neat dices. You have cut nice dices of red pepper, same with the yellow pepper. You have to remove the flesh and the seeds of the yellow pepper. Yeah. So we have nice dices of fresh red and yellow pepper, which we will use while making the sauce. So basically, besides cheesy paprika sauce, many kinds of sauces can be used to make the gnocchis. So you can toss it in a spicy arrabbiata sauce. You can toss it into a pesto sauce. You can do it in Alfredo sauce. You can add in any kind of vegetables. You can add in bell peppers. You can add in broccoli, mushrooms, sun-dried tomatoes, olives. So that is up to your imagination, what you and your taste, what you want to use into it. Since it is a lockdown, we are not getting much of the vegetables, so I decided that we use only bell peppers, and we will use little bit of dried herbs. So this is a herb mixture which I have made of dried oregano, dried basil, dried parsley, little bit of a black pepper, crushed black pepper, and little bit of a thyme in it. If you get fresh bell peppers, fresh spices or herbs and nothing like that, it will give you more taste. It will give you a nice texture, and it will give you a nice color to the sauce as well. So now we will start rolling our gnocchis. We will clean the workstations as of now. So have a nice clean surface. I'm sure that we all keep our kitchen surfaces clean. We will add in little drop of oil. so that our gnocchi dough doesn't stick. Yeah. So we'll roll our gnocchi dough. What I'm showing you is a traditional way of making gnocchi. So you can make the gnocchis in various sizes and shapes, doesn't make a difference. But today we will cook. Yeah. So as you can see, the water has started boiling. We will put it for simmering so that you can blanch the gnocchis. So you'll have to cut the gnocchis into equal size. Apply little oil while cutting the gnocchi so that it doesn't stick or it doesn't break. Right, so we have nice shapes of gnocchis. Now you can give it a little design by pressing it with a fork, just very lightly. Just dip the fork in the in olive oil or plain oil. Apply a little bit of a flour and then just press it lightly. You can do it on the reverse side also. Great. So now we are ready with our gnocchis to go for blanching. The water is boiling. We have put salt and we have put little bit of oil in this. We'll start putting the gnocchis in the boiling water. So we put the pastas for boiling. This is the kind of pasta you can say because it's a starch. It is the main course. So the main source of starch in Europe is mostly potatoes and wheat, refined flour, maize. So potato is something which is very staple, which is found in Europe. It is universally accepted. People, even children, likes potatoes. It is easy to eat. It doesn't have any odor which puts you off. So potatoes are widely used in European countries. As you see, the gnocchis have started coming on the surface. That means it is getting cooked. So you will have to boil the gnocchis for maybe around 2 minutes. So your potatoes are already boiled. So it is just that the flour needs to blend with the potatoes and it needs to be a little cooked. So that is why we have to blanch it very not much, but it is for maybe 2 minutes so that you don't get the raw taste of the flour. So I think our gnocchis are almost done. we will do is we will remove them. Yeah. We will put it in the fridge for some time. So we have some remaining potatoes which we will, we will peel it off. So we have kept the gnocchis in the fridge to cool. Now we will start with the sauce. To start with, we will use the Amul butter. We will use a little Amul butter. We'll let the Amul butter melt. The garlic that we had chopped, we'll put a little bit of a chopped garlic in this. We'll put very little quantity of refined flour, maybe 1 teaspoon. That is for binding. And we have Amul Taza, which is very easily found in any of the stores, or you can use packaged Tetra Pak Amul milk. We'll put around 2 ladles of milk in this. We will add in little pepper powder. Little paprika powder. Little salt. You can always add in little more salt in this as per our taste buds. And we will add some fresh Amul cream into it. can add in little bell peppers that we had chopped. If you think the sauce has become little dense, then you can add little more milk in this. And now we have Amul cheese. So basically we can use any varieties of cheese in this. Traditionally, any Italian or French dish we use Parmesan cheese, which is very expensive first and it is not easily available. But Amul does very good quality of Parmesan, cheddar, mozzarella, and processed cheese is something which you get very easily. So this is the processed cheese which I got of Amul, which is easily available, very good to taste. We can relate it with our taste buds. So I had already grated some cheese and I have kept. So what we will do is we will add in a little bit of a grated cheese in this. So as you can see, you can get a nice aroma of cheese, paprika, bell peppers, and you can, to add in some colors, you can add in some nice finely chopped parsley into it. So if you don't find parsley, you can, you can add cilantro. So what I have done is I have chopped the parsley and I have kept it, because if you chop parsley, it tends to become black. So you have to chop it, then wash it, put it in ice cold water, and then spread it in a piece of paper, so that the water is soaked and the color of the parsley is retained. So our sauce is ready. Now what we'll have to do is we will have to arrange a plate in which we will have to dish out the dish that you're going to make. We are making. So I've got a very nice rustic aluminiumish looking earthenware plate in which I had got some nice crispy Lolo Rosso and Romaine lettuce. You will have to again wash it thoroughly, preferably dip it in ice cold water, break the stems, and you have to sprinkle out the excess water in this. Yeah, so now I'm going to put it across the plate like this. I'm going to take out the gnocchis. The gnocchis are nice and hard, and it is retained its shape. So we are going to thin the sauce a little. Since the best thing is, this thing would be if you can make the gnocchis at least an hour or so before, let it cool in the fridge, and then you add it into a hot sauce. Like what you do for the pasta, you refresh it in a hot water, and then you put it in a hot sauce which is freshly made. That will give you a better taste. It will give you a better texture. So I'm adding in the gnocchis. The gnocchis are already seasoned. So there it goes. Very lightly we will mask the gnocchis in the cheese sauce. We can taste the seasoning. Let's Absolutely perfect. Because remember one thing, even your processed cheese will have little bit of a salt. So you have to be very careful while putting in your seasoning, putting in your salt. You can always have less salt, but don't put excessive salt, which is very difficult to adjust later on. So our gnocchi is ready. What we will do is we will plate it. Very simple presentation. We don't want to do any fancy stuff. We are at home and we don't have the luxury of a five-star hotel. But you can, even simplicity is the best way to showcase your skills. So we have nice and thick cheese sauce ready with lovely gnocchis. Now to add in, you can put little paprika on top of it if you like to, or if you are serving it to the kids, then you can avoid paprika. I have added little paprika. We can put nice parsley sprigs. So I didn't have enough parsley, so I am putting a cilantro sprig over here. You can add little bit of bell peppers, red and yellow. And of course, how can you forget the yummy Amul cheese on top of it. So we have our dish ready, which is paprika cheesy gnocchis. This is Chef Abhilash Bhaumik from Inox Lasers signing out. I hope you enjoyed the dish which I had done. I tried to do it in a small home kitchen of mine. I'm sure that the people watching around will be much more adventurous and much more experimental, and they will come out with various good dishes out of this, and have a good life ahead. Stay safe, wash your hands, be safe, keep your family safe from the pandemic, and let's fight together to end this pandemic. Thank you, signing off.